Hey guys, today's video is a review on another unit. This is Freetress Jannie, and I have been loving her so much. So you guys know that usually when I do these videos, I usually give you guys an unboxing, actually what the unit looks like straight out the box and all that. I kind of did something a little bit different this time. I bought the wig about 2 weeks ago, so I've had her and I've been rocking her majority of the time for the last 2 weeks. And I was planning on coming back a week later and kind of doing an impression after a week and show you guys what the hair looks like. Okay, so I hope you guys can see this. This is what the unit looks like in natural lighting. I feel like when you wear a unit like this out, like if you look at yourself in passing in the mirror, you kind of feel like it has that like wiggy look. And I kind of just want to show you the natural lighting on this unit because I don't want you guys to be fooled or to think that these wigs are like the equivalent of virgin hair. This is a $25 synthetic unit that is meant to be fun, and you're supposed to enjoy it, but don't have these major expectations of these units like you spent a whole lot of money. This is supposed to be something that you wear for 2 weeks, you get the best out of it, and you move on. In a nutshell, this is what the hair looks like straight out of the box, and it actually does look exactly like this. It comes with a nice kind of like feathery look at the edge, and I definitely wore her like that for the entire first week. Last week, and I tried to film this video and I kind of showed you guys me curling this hair, and that video was kind of a fail. So this is the product of that. Like a week later, I curled it basically just the ends, and it was really cute, but as you can see, it's fallen and I didn't do anything else. So this hair has only been manipulated with heat one time, and I did do it on like 400 degrees. So this hair, like I said, is Freetress Jannie. It is a synthetic L-part wig, and what that means is that the part is shaped like an L. If you want to, you do have the option to cut along this parting. The parting as far as the lace go is literally this thin. Like you cannot really move the parting over as far as the lace goes, but you can go ahead and take some scissors and cut this open, and what will happen is you will have the space to basically bring some leave out, straighten it out, whatever, to make it blend with the unit and basically make it look like a, a sew-in. I have not washed her, if I did not mention that. Okay, so let me tell you guys a few of the cons of this hair. I have two, and I'll explain exactly why those cons exist. So when I purchased this hair, first of all, I went onto some of my favorite websites and I found her, and I loved the way she looked on the picture. So I went ahead and I kind of cross-reference, which is what I do a lot of the times. If I find some hair on a website that I want, I'll kind of go to YouTube and see if anybody's talking about it and what they're saying about it. That way I can know what to expect, good and bad. So one of the biggest things that people were saying about this unit bad was that the parting along the closure is short. So everybody was saying, like, it's a great unit, you'll like it, blah blah blah. The only thing is that the parting is short. Now let me show you guys what I mean. Majority of these 2 weeks I have been wearing it in the center, but as you can see, the unit is kind of short. Like I would do at least another like half of an inch of parting if it were up to me. And kind of that's the con of it, is if you do want to wear it in the center, it's cute. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I still wear it, but like I said, I would just want to have like a little bit of more of a part, maybe about half an inch, maybe a whole inch, I don't know. But so one thing that I realized that nobody else had mentioned when I watched other people's reviews is there is a reason that this parting is so short. Okay, if you look at this picture, the model is pretty much wearing this unit as a side part. So as a middle part, the unit is basically lacking in this area. It's not long enough. But if you twist it and you wear it as it is advertised, that is more than enough parting. Okay, so as you guys seen, when you wear the unit in the center of your head, it basically looks like you don't have enough parting. Like you really would want to have at least another half inch of parting to make it look good. But when you push it to the side, you honestly really would not want that other half inch of parting because you'd be way back here, with your parting. So there is a reason why. The parting is short, and I would, like I said, change it and have a little bit more if I wanted to wear it in the center. But knowing that this cap was designed to wear on the side of your head, that is why. So anytime you ever have a unit, especially with these synthetic units, and you're like, why is it that they did not put enough parting, and you don't understand why. 9 times out of 10, if you go back and you look at the advertisement, if you look at the model that they show you exactly how the unit is supposed to be worn. I don't think it says anywhere on here specifically that it's supposed to be worn as a side part, because you don't have to wear it as a side part, but that is why. Okay, so my second con with this unit, which like I said isn't a big deal, but it might be a big deal to you, is like if you're just going ahead and you're wearing it like this and then you go ahead and you tuck it back really quickly. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you guys can see the lace. So since it's meant to be worn on the side, the lace kind of stops right here, and it kind of is in the way of my ear. But when I just try to quickly push it to the back, it flips like that, and that looks nasty. So usually when I wear it, I always just go ahead and style it behind my ear. That's the way I'm comfortable with it generally anyway. But if you wear it like this and then out of nowhere you just want to just go ahead and go like this, you might end up looking crazy. And it may just be the shape of my head why it does not fit tight right here. You can definitely put some elastic right here, like sew some elastic here and sew it to the other side, and it would make it lay a little bit flatter if that matters to you. Also, when you wear this unit in the center, you still get that. So like sometimes when I try to go like this, you still get that piece of lace, and that extra piece of lace, I tried to cut it as close to the hairline as possible, but it's actually hair on that. So if you cut that, you're cutting off part of the hair. I just wanted to mention that to you guys because I know people get really particular about these units and they want to know every single thing about it. It does lay flat. I do have 2 braids under here, so my braid out or my my natural hair styling is not the flattest. It's actually just 2 braids and it's like tucked in the back. It's not like a real full braid out. So if it looks bulky, it's actually my natural hair that needs to be washed and rebraided. But this is what she looks like. Like I said, I showed you guys her what she looks like in the center, but this is just how I've been most comfortable wearing her, especially because she is a little bit too loose on my head. So I do feel a little bit more comfortable when she is in the center and behind my ears, because it's not as easy for her to tug, whereas if it's on the side, I kind of just feel like it moves a little bit. I feel like she's the perfect mom hair because she is short enough to where if you have children, especially small children, like I said, it's easy just to flip her up, put her in a ponytail, or just wear her to the back. And if you kind of want to be a little bit sassy, you can just kind of bring her all to the front. You can even add some little curls or whatever to her, and she looks really good. If you are in high school or college and you're on a budget and you want some nice hair that you can enjoy for a little bit without it being so tangled and matted, I would suggest Jannie to you guys, especially if you're on a budget, because when you go for the longer units with the synthetic hair, they do get tangled a little bit more and they don't last as long. But the shorter that you go with these units, the longer it'll last. And I don't know if that really makes sense, because I always tell you guys that these units usually have a lifespan of about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But obviously people stretch them longer than that. I know I do. And this is kind of one of those ones where you can get away with rocking her for a couple of extra weeks without her looking like nasty and matted. She is due for a wash. I'm gonna just go ahead and co-wash her and probably hang her to dry one day this week and then recurl her. But this is Jannie. I hope you guys like this review. I hope you guys understand a little bit more about parting on these types of synthetic units, and sometimes why you get a little bit more parting than other times. Anytime you ever have a unit and you're wondering why it does not have enough parting, just twist that baby to the side and you'll see a huge difference in what the parting looks like. Again, I'll show you what she looks like from the back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
I told. Up in the morning, miss you bad. Sorry I ain't call you back. Same problem my father had.